So today I'm going to make some pork tenderloin that I have cut into these strips. It's been marinating in some teriyaki sauce and bacon. I'm going to skewer them together on my little shish kebab skewers and do them on the rotisserie in the air fryer. So here we go. Let's put together our little shish kebab. I like to lay out my bacon in a tray, and then I laid my little strips of pork on it. And now I'm going to get my skewers and skewer them. Okay, so what I've done there, I just kind of like a needle and thread, go in and out, in and out, in and out. And then after I do that, then I just start twisting them on the shish kebab. And that just helps hold them in place and make them nice and tight. I got these little discs and the little skewers from Amazon. This is what it kind of looks like when it's all put together. However, it was a little strange. They didn't give you the center bar, so I'm using the center bar that actually came with my rotisserie basket. I'll take these little guys off and put it together. There's that center bar, so I'm going to need the little screws too, because when I put it together, you see those little holes, it'll go through there, and then I'll put the little screw in to hold everything together. There you go. That's what it looks like now. The little screws in there to hold it in place. Okay, now I'm going to put these little guys on in those little areas. Okay, so do you see how that interlocks into there? And then the little pointy part comes right out there. So that's one. And then I just keep, probably flip-flop them and go around. This is what it looks like now. I did not flip-flop those. They all went in the same direction. It just works better that way. I thought I was going to. So see how the little skewers just notch in that little hole there. And there we go. So I'll put them in. I will put them on rotisserie, so they'll just turn around and cook out nice and evenly, and they're going to be delicious. Now, I happen to have the Vortex Plus air fryer. There's the inside. I always put foil on that drip pan, especially because there's bacon on here, so it's really going to drip a lot. And that just makes for an easy cleanup. Okay, so I got it in there. I will tell you, there is, I did have to do a little adjustment and squeeze these in a little tighter. You just want to make sure these little things clear this and these clear that so that it rotates. So sometimes once you get it in there, you might have to squish it around and move it until you adjust it. And then you turn on your rotate, and there it is. I hope you can see that. I got a little glare on there, but it is rotating in there nicely now. There you go. So I am going to add some potatoes in there around that meat and cook them at the same time. See, I just tossed my little potatoes. I had to push them towards the back because there wasn't a whole lot of clearance right underneath, but so they're pushed towards the back and towards the front, so they'll get some of that bacon drippings on it, and they'll be delicious too. Okay, close her up, let her roll. Not sure how long it'll take, maybe 15 minutes maybe. That pork's pretty thin sliced. The other night in my Instapot, I did like 8 ears of corn. There's only 2 of us, so I've just been pulling 2 out, and then I just reheat them. But I'll have to do that after because there really isn't any more room in there. Okay, so it's probably been about 17 minutes or so. I'm thinking I cut into a little piece of pork. It's nice and white inside. I could try to stick a thermometer in, but it's pretty thin. Anyway, I think I'm going to take it out and serve it up. Well, that looks pretty tasty, so I'm just going to take them all off of there. I've got to get my little hot mitts on because those little things are hot, but looks pretty good. I'm going to serve them up. So I got my corn in there now. You know, my potatoes were down there, and they were more like they were steamed because of the juice from the pork and the other stuff. So I actually put them back in on the top rack to kind of crisp them up. So while the corn's heating. Anyway, probably just take a few minutes. Okay, there's the final product. Our potatoes got crispy after, and our corn got heated. And now we're gonna took them off the skewers, and now we're gonna eat our dinner.